Good day, Glowforge friends. I am back and I've got my new theories on how to make keychains what I feel are the best way using free tools. Alright, so let me show you where these free tools are so you can see what you can do with them. Free tool number one is Tinkercad. I love Tinkercad because it is totally free. Tinkercad may look like a play toy, but I'm telling you, it is super powerful. I'm going to name this keychain, and then what's beautiful about this is you can bring out a box, and I've got it set for centimeters. If you want to change your grid to inches, you can by just switching that, but I like using centimeters. I've got a size I use for keychains. I like 70 millimeters by 25 millimeters. This is going to be the cutout of it. I'm going to make it 1 millimeter thick just because it looks more like a keychain for me. This is the fit view to selection. I would like my corners rounded, and that's unbelievably easy by just putting a 1 out here, and then it does the steps, so it just rounded the edge of those. If you want to try different numbers, you can just pop them in and see how it adjusts. I really like 1 or 1.5 the best. You can also mess with the steps. Right now it does 10 steps. If you do something crazy like 2, then it'll be sharp corners, and notice it's beveling the edges too. That won't matter for what we're doing because this is going to be just an SVG. I'm going to set that to 5, call it good, and that is my keychain. I want to cut a hole in my keychain. I'm going to do that with the hole shape. Notice it's got the little lines through it. I'm going to hold down shift and shrink every side at once until it's 5 millimeters. That's how large I like the hole of my keychain to be. I'm going to place it right there. If you look underneath, so what I did was I right click and I drag. So you can see here with the view cube from the top that it is in a decent spot. I can just grab and adjust. If I look underneath it, this view cube is a neat trick for looking under. You can also just right click drag your screen to look as well. Grab those two pieces by simply making a selection box that touches them both. Notice up here it says we have 2 shapes, and it's got the awesome group command. Just like that, the entire keychain project is done. We can click on the export, and we want an SVG. You can save your SVG wherever you would like. I've got a special Dropbox folder called 3D Modeling and a special keychain where I'm putting all my SVGs. And I'm going to put a TC after this because I know I've named another one just plain keychain. And I'm going to save it in that folder. If you return to your Glowforge project and you do upload, once again I got to move to that same 3D Modeling keychain folder. And find my cool keychain with the TC, which in my world meant Tinkercad. It brings this in and almost instantly turns it into the SVG we wanted. And you can simply drag it where you want it to be, and it's gonna have the settings to cut it out. I'm gonna just put fake settings for a second, but you can see it only brought in the outlines. If we go back to our shape, notice we've got an entire 3-dimensional shape. When you export an SVG with Tinkercad, it is wonderful, as you just get the parts you wanted in Tinkercad. So I scampered up and put a piece of wood in. I had cardboard in before, and I'm going to put my little keychain right here. These 2 pieces I want to cut out, and I'm using manual settings, and I have saved a setting where it is 3 passes, 75% power, and 155% speed. I'm going to change that to 125, and I'm going to change it to 80 because this is my first time using this wood, and I want to make sure I get through those locations. When you make a new one, it's good to do save as so that you get a new name for it. And I'm doing the names like this. So I've got the 03 for the passes. I've got the speed at 125, and then I've got the power at, I think I said 80. And that way it just gives me an idea of what I was storing. I'm going to double check my material quick, and I want to put in that this has a material height. I am doing uncertified, and it is just 0.25 inches thick. And now it's time to grab my words in my other free program I like to use. So if you've got a Google account, you've got Google Drawings. My favorite way to get to it is through Google Drive, New, Choose More, and choose Drawings. In the drawing, I like to insert word art. For my word art, I'm going to put thank you, WOEF, with an exclamation point. This Glowforge was part of a grant I wrote, and the WOEF is who supports us. Once you've got your cool words, find a font that you like. It's really fun to go into the more fonts. There are so many that you can pick from. Once you bring them in, just do OK and see what you think of it. I'm going to check impact. I'm going to scroll down and see shadows to the light. Looks like I forgot the word thank you, so I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to do Shift Enter to make it so that it's on 2 lines. Delete that little space, and then it shows up as 2 words, which I think is a little bit cooler. And I'm going to just go with Pacifico. Yes, that's readable. Now you remember I did all the measuring on the other piece. I am not going to do that on this one. On this one, I'm just going to do File, Download as a SVG. It goes right to the keychains because I've already got it started. And then here's my WOEF name. Switch back to my Glowforge, and I'm going to add another piece of artwork. Now watch this. When you add this piece, I'm going to go by date modified so it's a little quicker. It gives us a warning and a couple of extra pieces. The warning is that it can't process clip paths. That's all right though, because watch what we can do. What we've got is the main rectangle, which we want to ignore. We've got the filled in words, which we're going to do with one setting, and then we've got the edges, which we're going to do with another setting. For my edges, I'm going to go into manual, and I want this to go at 500, and I'm going to choose a precision power of 35, so it'll cut in a little bit, and I'm only going to do one pass with 225 lines per inch. These are just numbers that I've been testing. I don't have an exact science, but it has been working for me, so I'm pretty happy. For the filled in part, I'm going to do 500 as well. I'm only going to do 20 for the power though, and that way it'll be cut out less than it is the other. If you want it to be a little bit more accurate, you can do more lines per inch. And then make sure you pick the order that you want the things to happen. So I want the words to get filled in, then engraved, then finally the whole project cut out. I'm going to hide that screen and hide that screen by clicking over here. And now I'm going to take my thank you WOEF. Notice these 2 pieces work as one. And I'm going to shrink them down so they fit inside my keychain shape. That's going to be pretty neat right there. Notice my settings didn't stick, so I'm going to put those in again quick. There's my 500, 20, and this has 1. So I'm going to save this as 01.500.20. And that way I'll start to have more of those saved. And then I've got a little bit of space on my keychain, so I'm going to add a picture. And watch this. If I go to upload artwork, I've got a special silly folder of Bitmojis. And let's see if I can find the thank you Bitmoji. Or you know what? I'm going to do this so excited Bitmoji. This is just a PNG. When I bring it in, it does its little processing. And now I can squish it in, scale it down so it fits on my keychain. You can hit your plus and then your move so you can get to where you need to be. I'm going to click back on that and see if it'll let me get to the move command. There it is. And now I've got my so excited on the keychain. Stretch it out just a little. And let's go into his settings. I'm going to do manual. I like convert to dots. I'm going to do 500 for him as well. And I'm going to do 25 for the power. You can adjust all of these to vary the patterns and such. I like these numbers. I am going to make 340 for his lines per inch, just so he's got a little more detail. Just like that, you have created a cool keychain. I'm going to hit print, and then I'll go up and hitting the button, and we can actually watch it happening from down here, despite this being about 80 feet away in my house. So the laser's up in another room, but here you can actually see as it starts to do the work down here. There's 5 minutes left, and it keeps track of your print and shows you what it's already cut. Alright, so this is the finished keychain. You can see this is a nice size to actually put on a keychain. I'm going to have to change my measurements up here though. The hole, that's really thin and would probably break pretty quick. The numbers for cutting out, you can see did a decent job. It's engraved really cool, and it's got the outlines. And the settings for the So Excited Bitmoji turned out pretty slick as well. So, a couple of free tools that you may find extremely handy when you're building, and hopefully you have as much fun as I am with your Glowforge. Thanks for watching. If you found this movie useful, please hammer that like button. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Mash that subscribe button. If you got a question or a comment, please add it down below. And if you want to know immediately when I make a new movie, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.